Hey guys, it's Julia and welcome to my new channel. Hi, welcome to my new channel. I'm Julia.
I'm DJ.
And we are really excited for you guys to see our first video, which is going to be a Meet the Fam question and answer. People asked some questions on my Instagram that we're going to answer, and then we have some other questions as well. And then we'll introduce the dogs, and you can expect some cooking and lifestyle and some fun videos going forward. So if you're interested in any of that stuff, or you're interested in our life, just go ahead and subscribe and hit that like button. Let's get into the video. Alright, so question number 1 is, how did we meet? I was in college. I was 18. We went to high school together in Jersey, and yeah, I mean, we weren't friends. We kind of knew of each other, so we followed each other on social media and stuff. And
yeah, we kind of just saw what everybody or what each other was posting about.
Yeah.
And we would, and that's funny because it was one of the things that we look back on was how many of each other's tweets and Instagram posts that we actually liked without even knowing really the actual person behind it. It kind of just worked out in the way the dominoes fell that way.
Yeah, so I saw some of his tweets, and I kind of just related to them. So I messaged him and just said...
Really related to him.
I just said that I thought that him and I could be really good friends. And you were in Japan.
Yeah, at the time I was about 2 years in the military, and I wasn't really looking for anything serious. So when she actually initially DM'd me, I actually said right up front that it was something that was just going to be, you know, we just kind of talk it out, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And
within like 2 weeks, we started dating.
We actually started dating, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's going to be more to follow in terms of the story and all the nitty-gritty details.
I could probably do a whole video on the whole story if that's something that like you guys are actually interested in. Question number 2, how do we like military life? Well,
start off with me.
Yeah, you're in the Navy.
Yeah, been in the Navy for about 5 years. I'd say the one thing that I liked about it, and I still do like about it, is the amount of people that you're actually exposed to.
The diversity.
There's a lot of diversity.
Yeah.
And I've met some of my best, that I'm going to take to the grave, best friends that I've ever met. So I would say that the people that you're going to meet and bond with is just undeniably probably the most best experience. Mm-hmm. We've had a little bit of different experiences here in this community. But
I think it's like from a different perspective. Like, I don't personally like military life at all. Mm-hmm. But that's also because I'm on like a different side of it. It's a lot of like coming and going, and I like constant. I like things to be in control. I like to plan things. And you can't really do any of that in the military. Everything is very like come and go. No, there's no plans. You know, he's done 2 deployments now, and being on my own is not something that I'm particularly comfortable with, especially like in a new place where like at first I didn't really know anyone or anything. We live on base, which is nice.
Yeah, the base housing, they take care of everything, so
yeah,
they just kind of deduct the pay automatically, and we don't really have to worry about it. If something breaks, we call maintenance. Yeah,
which is nice, especially since like I was by myself for a good amount of time. Like, he just got home a few weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And the only thing I would say about base life that I don't necessarily love is the people are really like catty, and I just don't really want to be a part of it. It's difficult to make friends when you don't have kids. I would say that. There's a lot of like support for moms, which is super important, and that's great, but there's not a lot of support for women that don't have kids. Question number 3 is, when did we know that we wanted to get married? We had like a month together where he was on leave, just a few months after we started like dating and talking over the phone. And after that month, I kind of knew, like I knew. And I said something to you about it. I was like, we should get married.
Yeah, she made a joke. You know, she definitely made a joke probably like within like the first like I think month and a half. She made the joke that Because you were drunk, I'm pretty sure, right?
Oh,
Were you drunk
probably.
when you said that? Yeah, you were drunk,
Probably.
and then the next morning I brought it up just to make sure, like, you
It was a
understood that
joke.
you knew it was, and yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely were like joking about it at first. And when did we start talking seriously about it?
Right before it happened. Yeah.
We got married
5
5
months.
months after we met, which is pretty typical for people in the military, I feel like. I don't know. I've met a lot of people down here that it's very normal and it's very common. But then, like, I talked to somebody from back home and it's just not normal and not
Yeah,
common.
it's definitely a difference of style and kind of how it goes down, for sure.
Yeah. Do I have a moment when I knew I wanted to marry you?
Mhm.
No.
No, then we'll just leave it how it is. Leave it how it is.
Yeah, no, I do. I do. I do. I do. Cheesecake Factory. We went to the Cheesecake Factory, and we just had like a really like serious dinner.
Yeah.
We just talked about like a lot of serious stuff.
If you ever want to get her to talk, you gotta take her to Cheesecake Factory. She'll open up.
Yeah. Yeah, but we had a really serious talk, and it was that was kind of, I think, when I knew.
You're probably gonna be watching this sooner or later, but Becky and Nick, you guys had a fantastic wedding, and you guys were more than willing enough to allow me to bring Julia as my my +1 to your guys' wedding, and it was pretty much during that night. I had such a great night, and it was just the setting, and it was one of those things that it actually put me, and it almost seemed like it was going to be what I pictured my and your wedding was going to be like.
Okay, I didn't know that. So question number 4, what was it like getting married so young? Were people supportive? Were people not supportive?
Some of my friends, they weren't necessarily the most supportive. A lot of them, not say a lot, but a few of them actually said, like, you know, what are you doing this for? You know, don't you know things about this type of, like, don't you know her?
I
And
had
that kind of
I
thing.
had a not the best reputation. I had some bad relationships in high school that allowed, and we came from a really small town, like very small.
So everybody knew everybody.
Everybody knew everybody, and if you didn't know the person directly, like, you knew of them. So the people, I think, that said something to you were people that like knew of me but didn't know me personally. But yeah, my family was not really supportive at first at all. My friends weren't either. I think I had like two friends that were actually like happy for me and supportive. Everybody else just, it took a lot of convincing and a lot of talking. It was hard. It was difficult. It definitely put us in a situation where we had to like kind of fight for each other.
So.
And everything's good now. Like, my family loves him and is very supportive and is very happy for us. I think they were just skeptical in the beginning, which I guess is...
It's to be expected when it comes
yeah.
down to, because the question is getting married young, so a lot of people will actually say that, you know, maybe you made a mistake or you rushed into it or you didn't really know what you were getting yourself into.
Do we like being dog parents?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Yes and no.
So we're happy. We love them. We would not do, I don't think we would do it differently.
No, if anything,
No.
I'd actually be the one to say that I want more.
I don't know about that. They all 3 have their own personalities. Like, Riley is probably the biggest troublemaker.
He actually took my place in the bed, essentially, is basically what happened. I used to actually call him the side dude, and I'd ask her in the morning sometimes, like when she'd wake up, I'd be like, how'd the side dude sleep, or how's your side dude?
Side hoe.
Yeah, the little side hoe.
Yeah.
Scooby was number 2. He was personally my choice. We actually didn't agree on him at the very first. But he is a little rambunctious little
He's
piece
just
of energy.
goofy.
He's
just a goofy little shit.
yeah. And he is my dude. Like, the way that she bonded with Riley is the exact same way what happened with Scooby and I.
Scooby is the dog that could be thrown into like a wolf den and he would make friends with all of them. Cruz is our new addition.
The last and not the least.
Last and final addition. And he's the oldest. We got Scooby and Riley as puppies.
Yeah.
Cruz is around 3 years old. and they're all rescues, but Cruz,
He was the first adult rescue.
yeah, and he was hit pretty hard on a highway here. And he just had to learn how to be a dog. Like, he got zoomies for the first time the other day, and it like shocked us.
Yeah, he definitely shows it in spurts in terms of like his comfortability. Like,
When are we gonna have kids?
no, I'm just kidding. We actually talked about it a lot. In the very beginning, we were very hell bent on starting really quick.
And definitely grew out of that very quickly.
Yeah, so now we're kind of on the track of within the next, I think, like what?
Like
4 years.
4 or 5 years.
4 to 5 years is what we kind of gave ourselves. More just to like allow for like us to live our life before we're actually taking care of another individual.
We just want to be ready. We just
Yeah.
want to be ready. And personally, I feel like I'm too selfish right now. I don't want to give up my sleep. I don't want to give up my time. I'm just personally not ready. So next week I will be posting my new another video on Saturday. That's pretty much when I'm gonna be posting, is Saturdays. And if you want more updates or more info, or you want to see more about us, head on over to my Instagram. All the information is in the bio, and we hope you guys have a great day.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Okay, see you guys later.
See you later.
Bye.